Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play King's Bounty Warriors of the North, Ice and Fire: A New Beginning. I'm trying to do more for the storyline now, to make the storyline better, or bring the storyline better to you. And furthermore, I try to do all right this time, which means I will be trying to get to magic, distortion magic, as fast as possible, and to Edda, and leave this one a little bit behind for the moment. So, let's talk to a mystic. This is a new unit, or a new occurrence on the Ice and Fire add-on. Oh, where are you going, Olaf? I must warn you that the road ahead is not safe. Father entrusted me with an important mission. I must find out where those undead horses are coming from. Yes, I can see who Tormund trusts the most. Stay there for a minute. I'd like to speak with you. What business could you have here, Floki? I wanted to go to the mountain. It seems to me that most of all the undead are coming from around there. I've even gathered a small troop, but this morning I had a vision that made me realize I'd better not carry out my plans. That's why I decided to stop halfway and wait for a while. And then you appeared. What an interesting coincidence, don't you think? You mystics always fall into trances. I'm sure you see worse things than that. Please don't confuse things. We enter a trance, we do it on our free will, and only when necessary. But a vision appears all of a sudden. It's more like a dream. Dreams do not appear all of a sudden. Anyway, I won't go against my vision. I remain here. But since I know I have some free time, I would like to spend it for a good purpose by performing several rituals. The problem is, I need a rune to fall in trance. Or any rune. And just one. Bring me a rune depending on its type. I will give you opportunity to hire one of my parties. I will also provide you with some scrolls, since I don't need them anyway. Gifts, haste. Scrolls and warriors. I assume that you're gathered the right guys. It's a deal, Floki. I will bring you some runes. I'm waiting for you, Olaf. I need the runes, remember? Can't perform any ritual without them. We want them warrior maidens, mainly because we have more of the red runes that we need at the moment. And I hope to buy Jarls and Soothsayers we can buy in the camp, but warrior maidens are hard to buy, so we take that one. Thanks for giving me the rune. The preparations are finished, and I can perform the rituals. Floki's eyes grow blue, then barely audible spell escapes his mouth. Now you can buy the warriors you want, Olaf, and there's your reward. When you get a chance, whoop those dead guys on my behalf. Hey Floki, you're looking a bit strange. Your eyes are glowing. Your aura is kind of... Oh, you mean this? Don't worry, I'm just getting ready for another trance. I need to try harder than usual to expand the boundaries of my world view, and right now I'm accumulating energy. Do you know, by the way, that mystics can fall into a trance so deep that you can only snap them out if you wreck them on the head? I would do that. Truth to be told, you need to be really self-confident before performing something like that. Oh, I understand. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Whenever I find an entranced mystic, I need to whoop them on the head with something and hide. Goodbye, Floki, and thanks for warriors and scrolls. And we got a level up, but sadly not even close enough in runes. So, what do you need the runes for? When Floki drops his eyes. When I was in one of my trances, I flew somewhere far away. I found myself sitting on a table with Odin. He saw me and said that I didn't belong here. I had to leave the Hall of Heroes, but something was keeping me there. Then Odin presented me with an ultimatum. If I do not perform the cleansing ritual with one of the full moon's times, then I would never get to Valhalla. I would be stuck halfway between the worlds of the dead and the living. That's worse than dead to a Viking, you know? So I wanted to show my worth to get some roots quickly as I could. And I had a vision about the mountain, and you appear with people, and I decided. You decided that I would be the perfect provider for runes? You're really a piece of work, Floki. You know that? I'll give you what for. I don't trust this guy. Don't get worked up, Olaf. Who would feel better if I failed? Would someone in the village be glad if Loki was gone? What's one rune to you? A trifle. It's not a trifle. One rune is a rune. And what about the army? You need one. And you need scrolls. Don't be mad at me. Please don't tell anyone. I myself regret that it happened that way, but right now I can feel the power inside me and haven't felt for a long time. It seems to me that I'm able to travel to any place in the world. All right, Floki, I will never understand you mystics. But you'd be careful next time, because it may happen and I won't be around. Well... the spells are not of any interest to us, but this one we take with us. Okay. We're not digging for treasures. We have only one mission here, and that is to gather runes and flags. As many as we can. And crystals, of course. Crystals are okay too. We'll grab the gold when it's time for it. So the question is, how good can I outmaneuver you? You're a pretty ugly beast, by the way. So, it will be away from the entrance now, so we can go up. Oh, my luck again. I hate spiders. No, we're not doing anything here. Crystals are welcome. Any runes here? No. Just the big bad ugly guy. And we're really not interested in angering those guys. So, let's see what we have here. Another spider. Rage +2 permanent, that's good. Oh, you're kidding me, a vampire. Let's see if we can get rid of the bear. That's not enough for a level up. And if we are really, really bad in luck... No, we're not. Thank you. Because if the bear would have decided to get right after us, we would be in real trouble. Still, there are very few runes, sadly. He has king cobras. This guy's. For the moment being, how many of those can we buy? 4. That does not help. 13, that does not help. Okay, that's no good. Would Mr. Bear please recognize us as a threat? Thank you, Mr. Bear. Ooh, this could have gone terribly wrong. No, we don't take that because we do not take anything that gives money. To leadership, that's nice. Ah, shit. Shouldn't take the money. My mistake. Well, that's 6 gold. Perhaps 12 down the drain. I can live with that. Oh, what I really want Would you two beauties please follow me? Yes, come with me. Okay. Ah, far too less blue runes if you ask me. No, we're not taking any treasures. I know there can be runes in the treasures, but at the moment I do not recommend that. Let's talk to this guy. In my eyes, if my eyes don't deceive me, it's the younger son of Tormund the Fierce. Know that you are a fully grown man. You look just like your father. Uncanny. Well, let's see if you also have inherited your father's temper, eh? Now let's have a look at you. Well, why you are so silent? Hello, wise Runolf. Who are you talking to? The spirits, of course. Who else is here to talk to? I often speak to the warriors of the past. I keep them up to date at current events, and they'll tell me many ancient mystery. But you haven't come here for the ancient secrets? Well, yes. Stargate travel? No? No, leave you. Don't you get tired of listening to them, those spirits? They don't sleep, they don't need to drink or eat, so they can talk all the time. You know, sometimes I get more tired of the living, with the exception of mosquito spirits. They're really ghastly, always greedy and grubbing for attention. Right then, tell me what I can do for you. Runloff, my father sent me to ask you about the walking dead which have flooded the island. Do you have means of destroying them once and for all? Destroying the undead once and for all is no easy task. I have long pondered on how it might be done, but I decided that I should swallow my pride and ask for the aid of the Sun Priests who live on a nearby island. They will know best how to kill the undead. Go to Sven Shipbuilder and ask him for a ship to take you to the Priest Island. You know where the shipyard is, right? It's across the strait, south of the castle of Tormund. Ah, I often run over there and visit as a child. Thanks for the tip. Let's see what he has to sell. We've got that gloves already, more soothsayers, and snowstorm. Okay, so the items are not that good. How did you become a soothsayer? Oh, the usual way. My grandfather taught me, my grandfather taught my father, and I learned everything I know from my father. Now I'm well versed in magic and herbal law. I can communicate with spirits. Interesting. Can you teach me magic? Magic? Learning to fly like a bird, or talk with the animals, or see through the eyes of a cow? These arts can take a whole lifetime. I'm still learning the art myself. But if you need something simpler, something that scares the weak-minded and explodes, then just wait a minute. I stuffed them in here. Here, found it. Here are a couple of scrolls with combat spells. Just do as it says. It's very simple. Even a child could manage it. Fear and dispel. Teach me to use herbs. Herbalism is an art perfected over years, and you want to learn them all in one day? I'm better off helping you in another way. The soothsayer pulls the bag from a whole heap of different bags. He digs around the bottom for a while, muttering under in breath. Oh, I found it. One potion will give you courage in battle. It will increase your rage and give you the strength to defeat your enemies. The second will clear your mind and give you accurate understanding of what's happening. They might be useful. I dare say. Mana potion, potion of rage. Welcome. And another flag. And while we're at it, buy me... No, I have a better idea. How can I get... Yeah. You come with me, bear. The defense +2, that's very good. That's good. Ah, the undead. You come with me, my friend. It's really sad that there are no Jarls here. I could really use a Jarl in my army. I'm not very fond of these guys here. I find them utmost useless. So... would the undead please come with me? Oh, it's a long way to trick them into a good position. But as I'm playing without saving and loading, and I do not have the voice to read that dialogue all over again, I'm not taking any risks. So, Dory, greetings! How my head is robbing. Did you want something? Tell me. Quickly and speak quietly. Dory had talked to Snorri. He said that his amulet. I hope the polar bear eats the dumb fool, sorry, silly pants and all. Maybe then he'll be ready to hear sense. What the hell would I do with his amulet, Olaf? I'm his best friend. I know how much the amulet means to him. Besides, you couldn't even sell it if you wanted. Who would buy it? Half of the teeth are missing and broken off. And that son of a turtle comes at me swinging. Dory gently touched a passion on his cheek. Why don't you just go to him and explain everything? You're supposed to be best friends after all. Explain to him? I thought we were friends too, but I mentioned the fool dropped his amulet somewhere and now he calls me a thief. Oh no. If I meet him again, I show him who's a thief. He won't be called Snorri Leatherpants anymore. He'll be known forever as Snorri No Pants. Fine, calm down. I'll think of something. So, we need a beer. That always works with Vikings, I guess. Do you know what? No, you might actually be useful. I want this guy and I want that. So, let's see if we can find some beer. Do you have any beer? Of course I have beer. Through some things I better think I'm better without it. Here's my best gear for the King of the Thang. Only 500 coins a mug. That's expensive. Is there a kind of discount? You remember I served you from a hangover and found your drinking horn. 300 coins. That's the final price. Yes, I'll buy that. And now let's get back to the guy. Before the undead arrives again. What's it, Olaf? You back again to persuade me to reconcile with Snorri? A plague on him. No, I decided to treat you a beer. This is just the thing, Olaf. You're a true friend. Drains his cup in a single glub. Ah, good stuff. Was the beer brewed by Guthrum? Yes, I remember once when I was with Snorri. Temptation. I'm off again. Imagine, we have been best friends for all our lives. Since before we know it to walk even. I don't think that's a long time ago. And now see how things stand. Dory, you just can't go to Snorri and make peace. It's no good. Two such nice Vikings as you both are, two such close friends to boot, having such a falling out. Olaf, you're right. You're absolutely right. But no, if he starts throwing punches, the minute he sets my eyes on me, we're most likely to kill each other than make up. That's the stone-cold truth. Listen. I know you didn't take the amulet, and I've no idea where it is, but maybe if you gave to him something to replace it as a peace offering. You're amazing. I could give Snorri my own amulet. I made it myself from beer and boar husks. Only it doesn't have magical powers. I know. You could take the necklace and go to visit the soothsayer. Perhaps he could enchant it for me. Then you can give it to Snorri for me. Would you do that? I will set off at once. Give me the amulet. Woohoo! Outmaneuvered him last second. Okay, is there something with the amulet? No, it's a normal amulet. Okay, listen. Can you enchant this necklace with some protective magic? The necklace isn't bad. Boar and bear teeth. Seal skin thong. I can enchant it, but I need a magic crystal. I'll take it. Ron takes the mistle crystal and replaces of the fangs, and it disappeared into the back room of his cabin. Soon you hear a murmur, then singing, followed by some foul-smelling grey smoke, which keeps under the floor. Finally, everything falls silent, and Runolf returns to the room. Here, son of Tormund, take this. It's enchanted, just as you ask it. Thank you. Wonderful, we're in business again. Okay, what I really want to have is some more insight on the enemy. Okay, let's draw him away again. The problem is, even if it might seem sometimes that you have room to maneuver, it's just graphics. Sometimes it seems like you have a lot of space, but actually you do not have that. See, that was very, very close. Could have easily gone wrong. So let's give that back to the Snorri guy. Snorri Leatherpants. He will be known as Snorri No Pants. Greetings, you have returned. Have you spoken with that ferret in rusty armor? Yes, I did. Snorri says he didn't take your amulet. Ha! If he told you the truth, he won't come to clean me either. What a friend who refuses to step up honestly and own up the things, but instead chooses to hide from me like a little shy mouse. Dorsey says he's very sorry that you are failing out. So you would continue to think ill of him. He has a token of his wish to reconcile. He sends you his necklace. What an amulet! Of course, this necklace wasn't made by my grandfather, but the teeth of my own grandfather's amulet were already broken and even missing in some places, and this one is brand new. Look, Olaf. Dora is willing to give me something so valuable, then I believe he didn't take my amulet. I hope he forgive me for doubting him. I must go to see him immediately. Come on, Olaf. You must share my reconciliation with Dory. Very well. I'll meet you there. We will. But before we do that, we buy a little troops, because I have the feeling that we'll need them. We could buy more of those. The only problem with these guys is that they're easily killed. And before we continue with their storyline, because I think next we will be robbed, we will try to get our hands on some more useful flags or whatever. Wonderful. Already worth it. I'm not sure about the chests, to take them or not. The problem is, in these chests, if there's money and I take it now, I will lose money. If there are runes in there, We could really use that runes. Shall I risk it? It's a hard call. No, 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 no. We stick with the plan. We'll play this in perfect. We do not need the money at this moment. So we're not wasting. We're not wasting anything. Okay, there's a fish. Fish are easily outmaneuvered. Can say the same of a beholder. Plus 5 mana permanent. Could be a problem. Good, don't get too close to the beholder, because the beholder is unbelievably fast. A magic rune. Oh, that thing actually looks interesting. You come with me, little plant. There is a weapon perfectly suited for plants, by the way. You do 50% more damage against plants. Rage Bestow, well, not my favorite. Surely not. Okay, let's activate this. Perhaps you knock on the wall and it's answered with a hollow roar. But how do one pass through? Perhaps an axe can break this. The blow vibrates through the handle so forcefully that you cannot keep the axe in your eyes. And it flies a few feet through the air and then lands in the grass. Well, it won't break. Bending down to retrieve your axe, you notice something sticking out of the earth. And what is this? Looks like a boar husk. I'll take this to the tooth lair. Well, it's not a boar husk, it's actually a dragon tooth. Must be a very, very big boar that you confuse these two with each other. There is a crystal, but I do not like this beholder guy. And outmaneuvering a beholder is quite hard, to say the least. So let's have a little look. This is 2-4, this is 8, so we can learn the Edda, and then we have still 6 left. We need 1 here, then we have 5 left, so that is possible. Okay, good. We need both of those. That is a little bit more expensive, but let's look at the spells. Stone Skin, Divine Armor. We have none of this at the moment, which is really, really sad. And we already have too many of the scrolls. Okay, well, let's think what we can do. We have no chance to learn this, right? No, we're far too less of the blue runes. Cannot change that. We can, however, try. Oh, he's running. No idea why we certainly should be more powerful than he, but that's the case. And there lie our drunken friends. Dory, my friend, forgive me for thinking badly of you and calling you a thief. You gave me such a wonderful amulet to place the lost one, and enchanted too, I suppose. You even went to the soothsayer for it. No, sorry. I forgive you for calling me a thief in the heat of the moment. Do you really think I would be so stupid to take your amulet? Come here, you lump of an old sea hide. The friends give each other such a ferocious bear hug that it would have crushed a granite boulder to dust. That's better. I almost forgot about our savior. You did us a huge service. I don't know how Dory and I wouldn't manage to drink without each other. I want to thank you for your force. Here, take that. Well, I don't. That's right, sorry. Olaf, you're a real Viking. I also want you to give you my heartiest thanks. With all my heart, thank you. Oh, it's nothing. Just don't quarrel anymore, you two. Well, time for me to... No, it's not time for you to go. We want to celebrate our reconciliation, and you must be our guest of honor. You can't refuse. That would be a bad omen. Am I right, Snorri? Thank you, Dory, but I... Right. Now let's drink a small toast of a strong friendship. It's only symbolic. Snorri picks up a huge bottle of suspicious murky liquid from the ground. Well, as long as it's only symbolic, yeah, and there we're out. Next morning, after drinking Blight with Snorri and Snorri, you waken outside the village with a split headache. You pull yourself together, check everything is in place, and realize that the purse of gold that hangs from your belt is gone. Someone must have taken it while you're celebrating the treaty with your friends. We have been robbed. May they all rot in hell. Okay. Hey, Snorri, wake up. Someone robbed me while we're in celebrating. My gold has been stolen. Mother, you can. I'll go. Snorri with Dory might drink. Who's there? Who's making all racket? I'm awake. I'm getting up. And they fall asleep again. It's hopeless. How on earth I'm going to wake them up? I'll have to ask Runolf. Well, yes, because they're drunk beyond comparison. So we outmaneuvered that one. Let's hope we have enough money still. Back already, dear me. It's our good shipbuilder in a foul mood again. I didn't even get that far. There's something blocking the road. A sort of glowing wall, and you can't pass through it. Oh, and I found this fang. That's not a mere fang. It's a dragon tooth, a very powerful artifact. For those who understand how to use it, of course. Don't lose it. I'm sure it will come handy soon. You say the wall was shining? And what color was it? Well, on the second thought, maybe I should go and take a quick look myself. You just wait here. Meanwhile, we have to figure out what's going on with the undead. But you said only sun priests can kill the undead. I said they might be able to put an end to them once and for all. Your soldiers are ready to kill, but nevertheless, there will be work for our axes. The undead are becoming stronger. More and more dead rise from their graves, and the dark magic of necromancy is becoming more tightly entangled with the world of the spirits. Once they realize this, the spirits will soon stop coming to me, and without them, a smoothsayer is not a soothsayer at all, and so. How can I help? I can sense that the army of the undead of the island are dominated by not ordinary undead leaders. These are parts were roam for vicious, powerful creatures, each of them undead, each with them possessing a dark artifact, a death whip. This contains a very dark magic and is extremely powerful. You have to collect these 4 whips of the dead and bring them to me. Explore the north and the west, over the mountains and down to the sea. Bring me those death whips. All right, Runolf, I'll do it. But actually, I want to have a potion to make a drunk person suddenly stone cold sober. I'll have a look. Okay, we need a little money, a little. So that should be enough. He asks for 750. And we have them both. Woohoo! Undead, undead, undead. So, let's do something. I want you to split up. And Ark Olaf. It feels like I was swallowed by a sea whale. What kind of hog still was that? Give me something to drink quickly. Beer, wine, anything. Yes, now you're awake. You should take it easy on the beer. Now answer me, have you noticed anything suspicious going on during the night? Oh yes, gods, Olaf. What on earth did you give us? It tasted just like the same that nasty cold remedy my mother used to feed me as a child. Oich. Do you know what's going on? Did we miss something? It's either water or milk. Missed is not the word. While we were sleeping, I was cleaned out. A purse of gold taken. I gave you a tincture, rune of make to sober you up. Did you suspect us? And this is why you tortured us with that foolish shamanic potion? Now we'll have to drink all day in order to catch up to get decently drunk again. Oh, and no, we didn't steal your gold. I swear it by my axe. After all, I lost my amulet in the same boat. And so we're in the same boat. Something fishy is going around here. Why don't you go and see Guthrum? Ask him if anyone has found it. We always go to him when someone has lost or found something. Good idea. The question is, can I? No, I certainly cannot, but I like the idea of doing that. Can I fill up the rest of the troops? So, no, I cannot. Ah, that would have been nice. Okay, let's ask him. Listen, I want to ask you something. Haven't things been disappearing from the village in the recent years? What can I say? Anything serious? No. Kovijingus' brew was flinched, and one-eyed Teres sat down to rest after work, put down her mug, turned her back for a minute, then, lo, behold, no beer. Yes, and a couple of other bits and pieces have gone missing. Some sort of food was taken, and there was another thing. But why do you ask? Tell him of the disappearance of the gold. That's that then, I say this, Olaf. It's not one of our own. We Vikings don't steal from their friends. It's clear that someone villain or other has wound up on the island. So we must catch him and punish him, otherwise he'll continue to steal. I'd love to, but how do we catch him? If no one has seen him and don't even know for sure that there is a thief. You know what you should do. You say the gold was taken by you and Dorian Snorri resting after a celebration, so you have to return to the same spot, have another get-together, and then pretend to fall asleep. The thief will come creeping on you, and then you'll grab him. A fine plan, Gotham. We'll do it. The only question is, with what troops? We can take all these guys simply because they can do a lot of ice damage. And I need more ice damage when I'm right. I still ask myself if we might be able to... No, even if we find some more runes, we'll not be able to find enough runes to activate the magic ability. That's really a shame. On the other hand, we can try to dig up all the chests in hope that we... How many runes do we need? We need 4 more, 3 more here, and then 5 more here. That makes a total of 8. No, you're not going to find 8 blue runes in chests. That is not realistic. Thundering hammer hands. You know what the worst thing is about infusion you make us to drink? Although you're as sober as glass, your head still hurts something cruel. It's a pity, well. What you're saying about Guthrum? Guthrum said have we not been the first to be robbed. Things have been going missing from the village for the past month. Basically, food was disappearing. Guthrum believes it's the work of an outsider. Snorri, did you hear that? I wager your amulet got lifted at the same time. I know none of our people could have stolen it, because we all know what that amulet, well, we wouldn't steal it from you. Exactly, but listen. Guthrum said we are unlikely to catch the thief because he appears to be well hidden. But if we pretend to be drunk again, he'll come back. He won't be able to resist an urge to steal, and that's when we grab him. I'll trash him. First he stole the amulet, then your gold, and he made Dory so furious with me. Yes, we must hunt him down. But why should we pretend to be drunk while we are still plagued with the full infusion you gave us? In fact, we really should drink even more than usual just to get the taste out of it. No ale, Dory. We need to catch him. So we should lie down and pretending to sleep. And so we do. Let's see what we can catch. You pretended to sleep, hoping to catch the thief red-handed. Imagine your surprise when at night a hefty snake crawls into your camp, grabs Dory's sword in its mouth, and disappears into the darkness. You follow it carefully, listening it as it slithers along. The snake then disappears into a small cave that had not previously been noticed. Bending down to avoid banging your head on the low ceiling, you follow the snake into the mouth of the sinister cave. Will we better grab everything here is, because I'm not sure we can re-enter this place. Would you please stay away from me? Thank you. Oh, this is bad. Oh, it just turned away. Wonderful. Okay. And there we got one more rune. Does that help us? Not really, but it helps us that way, that we can first fight this guy, get the rage we need, and then pummel up the other guy. So, these are snakes. %, enemies who attack the forest are set to blaze. Okay. Do we do ice? Initiative is decreased. Well, I think we'll take the fire thing. Perhaps we can set someone ablaze. Or we go for the gold. No, I think there is not much gold here, but the chance to ignite someone might be even more powerful. Oh, there is a chest. I need that chest. I totally need that chest. He can take the chest. Okay, you gave me a double movement. Hopefully that thing will... Yes, wonderful. That helps a lot. So, you activate that. You activate that, and then you get me the chest. Well, not my favorite, but who am I to complain? And freeze, suckers. and freeze even more. We're not doing any real freeze damage, are we? Well, at least we've got some snakes under our control. So, start the killing. I should have taken the other snake, by the way. Oh, who cares? How many do I kill with one hit? Ooh, not enough. Not even closely. Oh, the snake is back under their control. Good question what to do. I think we got a little bit back. And do nothing. And no. How far can she go? Not far enough. I have no spells I can use. I have no mana to use. Okay, you damage that guy. How many life points do they have? Too many. Give me an extra turn. Okay, no, we need our firepower here. Oh, these snakes get close. Hit them. And let's hope we're not getting poisoned. Very good, that worked. Does not help us. You rise shields. Oh, this could be nice. So, I want some healing here. How is the damage potential? Not enough. And obviously, question is, will I kill them in the counter-strike? I fear so. So... damn it, that is not easy. I have an idea. That might not sound that clever, but I think that's the only way we can win this. Try to freeze someone. Are they all immune? I don't get this. Royal Snake kills one. This will kill one. Ah, for crying out loud, do it. We have enough points, so don't. Sadly, he cannot take over anyone. Wonderful. I must be really careful. Oh, that is not good. Okay, the damage is minimal and I can heal myself up. Okay. Taking care of that problem. You get out of there. You can throw your spear at those guys. Hit them. Do not forget, our main mission is to freeze those guys. Why are we not frying anyone? So you tend to take cover. You get away. Good with me. You kill those two. You do nothing. Okay. You wait. Oh, great. Okay, you block. You block. And then you finish those two. And I will not have enough power to kill him with rage, I fear. And it would even be good to have some fear left, some rage left for the next battle. Well, what chance do I have? Good. Flawless. And just out of interest, I did not do it in 6 turns, so I think that's the reason that does not count. I take one round too long. But, and that's good, I have no losses, and I got the bonus I needed. A barbarian McHens. Sit down then. There's no say, just hold it right there. Don't come any closer. What species are you, lad? Or should I say, who are you? I'm Olaf, son of Toman the Fierce, and I... The Fierce? You look like you couldn't harm a kitten. I'm Christopher Grinmere, renowned of the trainer and handler, well known throughout the whole of Andoria. And you certainly aren't up to deal with my babies. Children, show yourself. What are you shouting? I just wanted to know where you have caught your snakes to steal things. You get a distinct impression that the floor of the cave is moving and the walls are somehow pointing towards you. Looking closer, you realize that the whole cave is flooded with snakes, and they're rapidly approaching. Okay. This time I want money. I have no problem with that. I want this. Activate that and get me that chest. Okay, that was not as effective as I hoped. At least some snow here. Okay, I want to take control of you. Wonderful. No. We stand down for the moment. I go back and wait. You wait. We do concentrate fire. Oh, our damage potential is really limited. Really limited. Okay, they're closing in. That's all right with me. Okay, tell you what. You want it? You get it. Tell you what. Give 'em hell. So, we have a new turn. How many do we kill? If I take a little step back, how many will I kill with this? It's a chance that they will not die. And they will not. Wonderful. 3 kills with 1 move. I have a very easy order for you. How much damage do they do? What is my defense? Okay, I want you to go totally nuts. And kick the butt of this thing. Wonderful. Very, very good. Now if everything goes according to plan, and he's casting no shit on me, we'll have this in the sack. Oops. This didn't go as planned. Please don't kill me, mighty barbarian. I surrender, I confess. I trained these snakes in order to survive. I taught them to steal clothes and food, but myself suffered far more than those who I wronged. Yes, how exactly have you been hurt? As I said, I was a famous animal trainer and handler. My impresario persuaded me to visit the island of northern Vinland with my troop. On the way over, we caught in a terrible storm. The ship broke in half and everyone was killed. My animals, my assistants, even my impresario. And by some miracle, I narrowly escaped the clinging to a piece of wreckage, and the tide washed me up on this island. Why didn't you go to the village? At first I intended to go there, but then I saw your people hunting seals. That's just so barbaric. Barbarian? Well, that's the reason we are barbarics.
You simply can't treat animals that way, so I decided that I simply could not live with people who were worse than who mistreated seals in that manner. When I found this cave, I made friends with the snakes. My new friends brought me food and other bits and pieces. I had no intention of harming anyone. I'm more than ready to return everything if you like. Besides the food and beer, I can't give you back the mug. Oh dear, you killed all my friends. True, but they would have killed me to protect you. Look, you can't survive here by yourself. Go and talk to my father. Tell him that I sent you. Show him a couple of our tricks, and maybe he'll find a place for you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Olaf, son of Tormund the Fierce. Your things are all still here, intact. And don't touch the snakes. They'll be good. I tell them that the trouble's over. Agreed? Yes. Now go. There are 2 guards outside the outpost. Tell them I ask you to be taken to my father. Good. We're now officially a gifted warrior. 7 battles without losses. Enemy heroes killed 3. I don't get this. We used the Edda. Battles won using Edda in the first 6 rounds of combat. I don't think we take longer than 6 rounds, did we? We need 2 more crystals, and then what happens? 1 intellect. Okay, that's not especially that useful. And we did not even get a big bonus on XP for that. Isn't that sad? We're only missing a very small number of experience points to the next level. Greetings, my savior. I'm immensely grateful to you and your kindness. You were right. The inhabitants of the village turned out to be true connoisseurs in the fine art of animal training. You should see how successful my new act is. It's a bear playing the drums. A bear playing drums. And here I thought you were an advocate for your fellow animals. Would it be better to make him up into a coat? Oh, forgive me, Olaf. I shouldn't have said that. I have sent country ways. Necessary dictates harsh manners. Mighty Olaf, I know you've already been far too good to me, but could you help me one more favor? If I can, what do you want? I lost my props in that shipwreck, remember? I told you about it earlier. All of my things were solely stored in waterproof boxes. Perhaps they're still floating around. Props, what are those? Various items that any self-respecting trainer would require. My training whip, my hoop, and my trainer's jacket. I'm sure that if I had them now, I would be able to put on an even better performance. Very well, Christopher, I find your props, assuming they haven't already sunk. And 3 magic runes for that. Oh, this is just the 3 runes we need. And I bet myself that he's not talking to you. No, he's not. And he's not talking to us either. And they are not selling us anything. Okay, that means the only thing we can do is kill undead. But that will be part of the next episode. As always, I would be glad if you give me tips. If you think that we should attack the undead, or if you think we should dig up treasure chests now. Well, see you next time. Bye.